Magic's water ionizers are medically recognized in Japan. In fact, they're actually used in several Japanese hospitals to treat things like diabetes, gout, eczema. Water ionizers are much more than a typical water filter. Water ionizers attach to all faucets. Then what happens is you run your tap water through these machines, and it filters things out like chlorine, rust, lead, odors. Then using a process called ionization, using electricity, we actually restructure the water, giving it 4 components. The water becomes a powerful antioxidant, it becomes alkaline, and it also increases hydration and supports improved detox. So we're gonna break all of that down. Very quickly, we'll talk about chlorine here. So chlorine, it's a highly toxic chemical. Its main purpose is to kill any and all life. We filter the chlorine out just like a regular filter would. Most of the world right now is suffering to some sort of health issue, and this is primarily due to acidity, oxidation, toxification, or dehydration. So we're gonna cover all of these. Problem number 1, acidity. What you're looking at now is called the pH scale. The pH scale is a tool used to measure how acidic or how alkaline something is. The pH scale is measured from 0 to 14, meaning that 7 is in the middle. So if something has a pH balance of 7, it's what's considered neutral. Everything above 7 is considered alkaline, and everything below 7 is considered acidic. So for example, if something has a pH balance of 3, it will be considered acidic. The human body has a pH of 7.4, meaning that we are slightly alkaline. The water that we get from our machines, the kangen water, is between 8.5 and 9.5. Again, the body has a pH balance of 7.4, and if this changes by a small amount down to 7.35, this is medically considered acidosis. Symptoms of excess acidity are being tired, being inflamed. You can have gout, you can have arthritis, heartburn, indigestion, and brittle hair and nails. One of the primary reasons that acidity is such a problem is because of the excess levels that we've exposed ourselves to with the drastic changes in our environment over the past 50 to 100 years. So what I mean by this is that if you go back a couple generations to our great-grandparents, they couldn't just go down to the McDonald's, get a Big Mac, go get a Coca-Cola, maybe drink some shots at the bar, buy a pack of cigarettes, never mind things like pesticides and pollution. So if you take all this into consideration, given the fact that humans have been around for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, what we've done overnight has been a massive change to our environment and to what we're dealing with inside our body. So this is why we drink 8.5 to 9.5 when our blood is only 7.4. It's to help offset the excess levels of acidity that we're being exposed to. You may have seen bottled alkaline water before in the stores. Now there is a stark difference between ionized alkaline water and bottled alkaline water. In fact, some doctors actually swear against alkaline water. They say do not drink alkaline water. What they're referring to is mineralized alkaline water, bottled alkaline water, not ionized alkaline water. The difference between the two is that bottled alkaline water, mineralized alkaline water, they artificially put minerals into the water to increase the pH levels. Things like magnesium, calcium, sodium, they'll put into the water and this increases the pH. With our machines, with water ionizers, what we do is we use electricity to increase the amount of hydrogen in the water. Alkaline diets may result in a number of health benefits, including improved heart and brain function. Problem number 2, oxidation. What is oxidation? Oxidation is the act of aging. So when you cut into a fruit and it starts to turn brown, or when you see metal rusting, this is the act of oxidation. Oxidation actually damages our cells, atoms, and even our DNA. And this is what causes us to age. What's doing the damage is something called a free radical. A free radical is an atom that is missing an electron. So this atom that is missing the electron, it wants to replace that electron that it's missing. So it will actually come into our body and take an electron from our healthy atoms. This is referred to as oxidative stress, and this is what causes us to age. Antioxidants have available electrons to give to the free radicals. so that they don't need to take from our healthy atoms. So how do we create an antioxidant? This is really cool. Here you're looking at a water molecule, H2O, two H's and an O, hydrogen, hydrogen, oxygen. Using ionization, we actually break this molecule apart. So we actually separate some of the hydrogen off of this oxygen, resulting in hydrogen-rich water. So in our kangen glass, we have a lot of H2O, but we also have what's called active hydrogen, just H, floating around in there. This active hydrogen, once consumed, will seek out and neutralize the free radical oxygen, turning it into water. This is currently one of the most powerful forms of antioxidant they've ever discovered. It's called active molecular hydrogen. Problem number 3, toxification. So what is toxification? Toxification is when you're putting more toxins into your body than you're removing. Your detox system isn't working well enough, or you're putting too many toxins into your body. So for example, you put 4 toxins in, you take 2 toxins out, you have 2 left over. You put 4 more in, you take 2 more out, you've got 4 left over. You put 4 in, you take 2 out, you've got 6. So toxins are building up inside your body. Toxins get caught up in fat, and fat tends to be found around your organs. So of course, when you have toxins building up around your organs, this is when the risk of health issues skyrockets. Things like heart disease, skin disease, even slowed metabolism and obesity have been traced back to overtoxification. Problem number 4, dehydration. We are mostly water. Our brain is up to 85% water. Most of our organs, lungs, heart, kidneys, livers, 80% water. Our muscles, 75% water. Our bones, roughly 25% water. Even our teeth are 7% water. When we're dehydrated, our entire body suffers because of it. Some things that cause dehydration: diabetes, medication, stress, exercise, and sleep is actually one of the #1 causations of dehydration. Again, because our entire body is mostly water, when we're dehydrated, everything is taking a hit or moving slower. But it does have a profound impact on our brain, on the mind. You can become agitated, clumsy, and forgetful when you're dehydrated. So how does our ionized water help with detox and hydration? It's because of something called microclustering. Water molecules are electrically charged, meaning they kind of stick together like magnets. Using ionization, we actually break these clusters of water apart, resulting in what's called microclusters. So why does this matter? Microclusters are more easily absorbed into the cell. Our cell has a cell membrane, is what it's called. It's kind of like the skin. It allows things to pass in and out of the cell. And on the cell membrane, there's openings, and these openings are only so large. So when we have these larger clusters of water, they literally don't fit into the cell. When we reduce the size of these clusters, we're literally able to get more water into our cells. So we are hydrating ourselves at the molecular level. Because this water is moving in and out of your cells, it's also coursing through your bloodstream. And as a result, it will rinse off your organs, picking up those dormant toxins, helping you to detox them and get them out of your body. No matter how healthy you are, the first 2 weeks that you drink kangen water, you will go through some sort of a detox process and feel really good after. So as I mentioned, our machines do filter out things like chlorine, rust, lead, and odors, so that it is a filter. Chlorine is a highly toxic chemical. Its only purpose is to kill any and all life. We've been disinfecting our tap water for about 50 years with chlorine. So our machines do filter out the chlorine just like a regular filter. Now our water ionizers actually have tons of additional features as well. I love the ionization technology. It's so cool. At the touch of a button, we have unlimited access to what is called hypochlorous acid. This has a pH level of 2.5, meaning it is highly acidic. In fact, right out of the machine, this stuff smells like bleach. It can be used to do many different things, from cleaning countertops to cleaning wounds. And this can be used to clean almost anything. It can be used to clean windows, mirrors, it can be used to clean the floor, it can be used to clean cuts. This is an incredibly powerful tool, and again, we have unlimited access at the touch of a button. Unlimited access to what we call beauty water. This is a natural skin toner made from our machines. When you go to the stores, you might actually notice bottles of skin toner and they say 5.5 or 6.0 pH right on the bottle. The reason for this is that our skin is actually slightly acidic. So I know a few people that have saved hundreds of dollars from owning a kangen machine just from using the skin toner. At the touch of a button, we have unlimited access to neutral water. Neutral water we give to babies. They haven't lived in our acidic world long enough yet. And also you take with some quick dissolving medication. Some medications break down a little differently in an alkaline environment. Again, at the touch of a button, we have unlimited access to the slightly alkaline water, which has all of the health benefits that we just learned about. And last but certainly not least, we have unlimited access to highly alkaline water, 11.5 pH. This is primarily used to clean fruits and vegetables, but it's also a degreaser. This water, believe it or not, breaks apart oils. It emulsifies oils. Pesticides are oil-based poisons. Basically, they take oil, they take poison, they mix them together. The reason for this is so that when it rains, it doesn't wash the poisons off of the fruits and vegetables, because oil and water don't mix. Unfortunately, when you go to wash your fruits and vegetables in tap water, the same thing happens. The oil and water don't mix, and as a result, the pesticides stay on your fruits and vegetables, and they might not be as clean as you think. With that being said, hopefully now you can see why people all over the planet are making the decision to switch over to ionized water. The reason that we made this video is to provide you with all of the information and details to see how the water is superior so that you can make a decision